Everybody have a chance to take a look at the minutes?
I move to approve.
Second.
Okay, discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Claims?
Claims this evening are $11,972,906.35.
I'll second, but I just want to let you know that I had questions and I presented those to Brenda, and I'll have answers for them. Some of them was really punitive, but there's other things that I think were questionable at best, or maybe could get cheaper. No biggie. If I find something, I'll let you guys know.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Just so the public is clear, the biggest part of that is taxes, right?
Right. It's
Correct.
Our payment to the county, they collect the taxes and then we have to pay the school district and the county and WITC.
And that's 11,000,006, something like that.
yeah.
So we're just a pass-through basically for tax collection.
All right.
That is a big number, bigger than our budget.
Yeah.
All right, any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion of possible action on temporary Class B beer and Class B wine for St. Patrick's. Oh, operator, I'm sorry, I apologize. Discussion possible action on operators licenses.
Tonight, you're asked to recommend approval of one regular operator license for the period February 28th, 2017 to June 30th, 2018 to Melinda George, contingent on payment of any outstanding debt owed to the city and successful completion of the background check.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion second, discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion and possible action on temporary Class B beer and Class B wine for St. Patrick's Knights of Columbus for St. Patrick's Church.
Move to approve.
Second?
Okay, motion second, discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion and possible action on preparation of a lakefront park study.
This is
Well-
what we had talked about with,
Here comes Denny.
Ben's coming, right?
Yep. Hey, Denny.
Meeting.
So this must mean no good news.
Well, I don't know. If you want to spend some money, it's good news.
I'm talking
If you
about the
don't,
fact that you're here right now.
No, oh, then, might be tonight. We got grandchild coming, so.
Oh,
It's the reason the mayor mentioned it was questionable whether I was going to be here tonight or not, so. From the perspective of the Lakefront Park waterfront, basically it's a visioning plan of how Lakefront Park may be better utilized, both from the park standpoint, but also trying to draw in boat traffic off the St. Croix River into the downtown Hudson, so that commerce, use of our fine restaurants, retail spaces in downtown might be enhanced also. The estimated cost of the study is approximately $49,000. There is no funding source at this time. I have talked to the mayor that one funding source may possibly be if we set up tax increment districts. We've got 2 or 3 large developments proposed in downtown, which they are seeking the possibility of tax increment finance assistance. Part of that funding can also be used for public projects, both planning and construction projects, and Lakefront Park would be a potential for the use of these funds. So all or part of the planning costs would be eligible under tax increment financing. So that would be one potential source, but of course that means that the plan itself has to be approved by the Planning Commission, Common Council, and a study like this incorporated into the eligible cost of that particular TIF plan. So that's one source. Other sources would be your general funds, or maybe possibility of some limited park funds, but park funds are pretty limited, at least in my conversation with Tom Zuli. And so the possibility of the tax increment financing funding may be the most realistic at this time.
Denny, some time past, we had a comprehensive plan for down there. We were showing it at the marina. We had open public hearings on it, or public open meetings about it. Is that outdated? Is this to further that?
Well, I think this would be a little more comprehensive. We'd be looking all the way from I-94 bridge all the way up to St. Croix Street, maybe in north of St. Croix Street. Apparently, there's some renewed conversation with XL Energy about the property that they own on the north side of St. Croix Street, whether that can be incorporated into our park system. So planning along that, improved bike ways. Of course, we've got the new crossing at Holton and trying to incorporate that trail system down through the town of St. Joseph, village of North Hudson and Hudson, to integrate those two systems would be something. But really, the emphasis on this, in my mind, is Lakefront Park and how we can incorporate reuse of the riverfront, incorporate that, and try to draw more tourism and use of the park. And one particular focus is the boat traffic that could enhance our downtown financial considerations.
Denny, does SEH have a track record of doing these kinds of things?
We have visited with a gentleman named Mr. Ed Ferrer. Ed is out of the Madison area, is a well-accomplished planner in regards to riverfronts. SEH, he is employed by SEH, and that's who would be heading the planning effort in behalf of SEH.
How soon, I'm sorry, go ahead, Tom.
No,
John
was
John
that
has
guy
met
we
with
were
him a
talking
couple
about
times.
before?
This is absolutely 100%.
Yeah,
What's
okay.
that?
He's got a really amazing portfolio.
Yeah.
One of my questions is, and I appreciate the tax increment financing possibility, but concerning the fact that you're a short timer now, Denny,
Nice.
how soon would we be able to engage these guys if we were to approve it tonight?
I'm assuming that they'd be willing to go as quickly as possible.
Okay.
In reason. Now, if you able to read the program, it was, they thought it'd take about 9 months to complete the study. There is a process here involved in getting the public involved in it, stakeholders, downtown businesses, City of Hudson, the Wisconsin DNR, the Corps engineers. A lot of those different stakeholders would be brought to the table to discuss the pros and cons of improvements to the Lakefront Park area.
The, Mr. Freer has, as you pointed out, has a tremendous resume and portfolio of waterfront development and, or consulting that has resulted in some great development. He also has a great track record in paying for himself pretty much with monies that he can uncover that can help us out, grant monies and things like that. This will be, as Denny said, comprehensive. It will go from the freeway all the way up to the railroad tracks, and including the dike. So this is kind of going beyond what we have been discussing early on by going south of the park and north of the dike.
Are you including the islands?
Everything will be discussed. We're not necessarily including or taking away anything at this point. Part of the reason of getting the people together is to look at the various areas that impact the lakefront, including some of the downtown commercial area. Taking a look at all that comprehensively to see how different areas could be potentially improved. There's no set agenda at this point other than getting a comprehensive look at the riverfront.
Okay.
Any other ideas for funding?
Yeah, there is one pretty good source, and that would be some excess hotel tax revenue.
Community subsidies budget, it'd be funds from prior years that haven't been expended, or the last couple of years where the revenue has been greater than what was budgeted. So 30% of that comes to the city. So
Which
there's
is available.
100,
Did we say 115?
115, I believe,
Of unused,
on money that wasn't designated for anything else. And it's been mainly the last couple of years, we've had very good years with room tax above and beyond what we had budgeted for.
This is the kind of thing it's supposed to be used for.
It's right in the
Yeah.
purpose, exactly.
I'll move to approve using that funding source.
Second?
Okay, motion second, discussion. All those in favor?
aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, Denny. All right, anything for future agendas?
Two quick things. The room tax community subsidy budget will be on the next agenda. We'd originally planned it for tonight, but we decided to move it off 2 weeks so you'd have more time to talk about it at the meeting because we've got a pretty heavy agenda tonight. The applications for the community development director were due last Thursday. David and Denny are reviewing them now, as am I.
How
So
many?
I-
How many did you get?
16 or 17,
Wow.
Okay.
and a decent number were, I haven't looked at them, I know they have, but had the qualifications we were looking for. So I'll be in touch once we've gone through that to maybe set up a meeting and then to set up interviews.
Okay.
So I'll get that as soon as we're done going through them, but
Awesome.
I just wanted to update you on that.
Since this is finance, do we need to do anything about this?
I already emailed the maintenance person.
Pay for something more?
It'll be fixed when you're gone, Randy.
And he's just in the dark, really.
All right, anything else?
Move to adjourn.
Second?
Motion second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Stand adjourned.